Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. I am Sir Worldwide. And I want to thank all my loyal subscribers for staying with me here. And I've told people how I became Sir Worldwide. I've filled up 4 passports. I think my 3rd passport, they had to amend it, put more pages in it, because I kept getting stamps going here and there and everywhere. Actually, you know, if you travel the world like I have, you can give yourself a PhD that no university can give you. But I'm not going to talk about my travels right now, not that much. I want to talk about something that's very serious. It's called gun control. Now, we keep losing young people to gun violence, right? Let me give you some facts here. There are places that I've been where you don't hear about nobody getting shot. Like in China. Shanghai's got 29 million residents. Beijing, 21 million. Japan, Tokyo, 37 million. Osaka, 19 million. And Delhi, 32 million people live. You don't hear about nobody getting shot. You don't hear that. Alright, so that being said, let's talk about what started all this. Gunpowder was invented in China more than 1,000 years ago. Let's go back to the 11th century. In 1966, the Chinese government banned the buying, selling, and transporting of firearms without official permission. That was a big move. A good move. Japan has some of the strictest gun control laws in the world. No handguns or semi-automatic guns can be owned by anyone. The Yakuza, a criminal organization in Japan, has more or less disappeared. They weren't using guns. They were super violent though. They'll take a bicycle and slam it over your head, you know, or whatever they wanted to do, but they're more or less gone. The Second Amendment was written in the late 18th century. Now this is where we are with the problem, that Second Amendment. See, Supreme Court, all these old fogies there, they don't want to change nothing about the Second Amendment. But you need to study it. There's things that could be changed there. Okay? Now, let's cut to the chase here while I'm making this post. We need to vote elected officials in that ain't stuck on stupid when it comes to gun control. For real. Because the whole world is watching the United States and they watch everything we do. And it's embarrassing. I mean, I was on a train with my girl. We came into Heathrow in London, riding the train into the city to visit some friends. And these guys on the train, a couple guys, they heard me talking, and they said, "You from the States?" I said, "Yes." They said, "We want to go to New York, but we're afraid of the guns." I was more or less dumbfounded. I didn't know what to say because with all the killings going around, you know, and plus they were of color, I just told them, "Look, man, don't be afraid to go to New York. You go to New York, have fun. If something go down, just call the police." That's what I told them. I probably was lying, but you know, it's sad that people look at us a certain way, our country a certain way. Yeah, this ain't the greatest country in the world. Not anymore. It can be. But we don't make it a great country through violence. No. That ain't happening. You got to go to the polls and vote. Politicians, they have debates. Put their feet to the fire. Make them all talk about this gun control situation. Because we got to get rid of these assault weapons. We got to ban them. It has to be done. It's not right for anybody to bury their child. No, that's wrong. Look, the population of the United States is 134 million. Now, you saw the other ones I gave you, right? That's nothing compared to those countries. And we got killings every day. And, okay, in 2020, completed data show 45,000 people died from gun-related injuries. Also in 2020, suicides accounted for more than half the U.S. gun deaths. Gun deaths were the leading killer of U.S. children in 2020. The United States leads the world in child gun deaths. That should be embarrassing to all of us. Bills before the House and Congress will require gun owners to store firearms in a secure gun storage safety device. That's not the answer. Remember, my daughter told me years ago there was somebody that I wasn't in their favor. She said, "Dad, you got to buy a gun." I told her, I said, "Baby girl, I'm a taxpayer. If I need a gun, I dial 911. And then, traveling all the world, I did things to take care of myself. I studied empty-hand combat. So if I'm going to get close enough, I'm going to take a gun away from him and stick it down his mouth. But anyway, everybody can't do what I do. The fact is, you got to elect politicians that will address this issue immediately, because we got elections coming up in 2024. We got to make sure that we get these guns out of the hands of these idiots. Now, a young girl, 28 years old, killed 6 people 2 days ago. And she bought 7 guns legally. Okay? But she had brain issues. So that's where everything needs to come to a head. Check out these people. Are they sane? Are they stable? These politicians, I gotta take it over. They gotta get this right. We got so many killings, and then it goes away, and then there's another one, and then it goes away. But the parents of the people that lost loved ones, that don't go away. Never, ever. So, I'm just saying, put these elected officials' feet to the fire. We gotta make changes in this country. Pass this message on. Aloha.